Hi, this is Micornus, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum, together with the Church Governance Solutions. And remember, on the both platforms today, we're putting up these videos, teaching on both platforms. And this is, of course, part 12 of this great talks. And we're enjoying this, and I hope that you're enjoying it as well as we build up to this year, as we have started this new year, as we're looking forward to great year that we have started already. And I want to wish you Happy New Year. And I want to also encourage you in this year to say you can make it. But you cannot just make it until you develop some skills to embark on this year and facilitate your own success this year. And you're going to be successful when you do so. And I want to give you these nuggets once more. And these are the skills that will help you to be successful this year. And the first one that I want to deal with today is ability to invest money on your own. Ability to invest money on your own. And I want to emphasize the concept of investing money. And I know that many people will say, I don't have money, how do I invest it? But I want to emphasize the fact that when you start to learn to invest money this year, you're going to start to see success in your life, because you're not going to get any money that is coming anew into your hands. You're not going to get a lump sum of money that will come from somewhere. You're going to need to save the little cent that you have. And I'm going to emphasize that if this year you can decide, I'm going to save my money this year, you're going to see success, because at the end of the year, you're going to do things that you would have not done at any given time. Now, it is very important, therefore, that you develop some skills of saving money. And some of those skills, we'll mention them here. We may not be able to mention everything, but there are some soft skills of investing money or saving money. The first one, of course, is ability to sit down and analyze your budget. Ability to analyze your budget and look at how do you spend money and where does money go to, and make sure that you set up your money in a way that is more progressive. Whatever you use your money on must be something that is very important. It must be something that you cannot do without. Because there are times when we're wasting money by buying things that we don't actually need in our lives. And if there are situations whereby you buy things that you don't need, you can save that little money by not buying something that you don't need in your life. There are those people that are having habits that you actually fit a habit, a certain habits. For instance, with alcohol, and some are feeding their habits of smoking. This could be the year where you tell yourself, I was smoking 40 cigarettes a day. I'm going to basically reduce my smoking. And the more you reduce your smoking, the more you're going to be able to save money on your own. And also, there are some of you who are drinking alcohol, particularly because of friends. And you know for sure that alcohol doesn't drive you. Alcohol doesn't force you to drink it. And you are not addicted to alcohol. So therefore, you can easily say no to your friends and not join them for a drink. And that will save you money. And that's very important. And there are some of you who drive around with cars using petrol, of course, forgetting that you're using petrol. Going to places that are not necessary. Visiting friends that are not important. Going to areas that you don't need to be going. Now, if you can now cut off on those trips that are unnecessary, cut off on those travels that are necessary, so you're going to save money next year. I'm just speaking about a few things like this, including the grocery that you eat. Because there are times when we buy things that are just but a luxury. And it is time now to analyze this year, in the beginning of this year, and say, what is that we buy in our grocery list that we don't need? And as you look at it, you'll realize that there are those things that are just luxury. Those sweets, for instance, that you are adding up every single month when you're buying groceries, they may not be necessary. And as you do that, you're going to be able to save some money. And you're going to realize that there's some little money that you could save, and it's going to accumulate into bigger money. But it's going to depend on the decision that you make and develop a skill of saving money this year. Very, very important. When you start to invest in money, you're going to start to see success in your life, because there are projects in the future that you're going to need money for. But the more you save money, you're going to be able to achieve more, and you're going to look back at the end of the year and be proud of the year that is past and that has gone past. And this is very important because we are teaching you this time to remind you that you can be able to look back at the year that has gone and be proud of this year that has gone past and say, I'm happy with what I've done. But that starts now in the beginning of the year to develop skills of ability to invest money on your own. Save money. And make sure that you don't actually put yourself into unnecessary debts. Many people take clothes for credit. Many people buy groceries on credit, and that's not necessary, because if you start doing that, you launch yourself into big debts that you may not be able to afford at the end of the day. So please be careful of the debts that you put yourself in, and that will actually save your money when you're not actually in debt. That's very important, and I'm emphasizing this. It's a lesson on its own, but we're not going to go further with this. I hope that you've learned a bit. But the other skill that I want you to develop this year that you would use and make sure that it actually benefits you for you to be successful in this year is ability to do things irrespective of situation. There are things that you need to be doing irrespective of situation. Of course, the situations that I spoke about previously is weather, is emotions, is circumstances that you think that they're blocking you from doing things. And I want to urge you that there are times when you need to make up your mind, take a decision that I'm going to do this despite of what. I know there are times when you say, I don't have money to enroll for studies, but do it anyway. Because with the little money that you have, you can actually enroll and start. And when you have started already, you'll find that you'll have finances that will be channeled into that. There are projects that you don't start and you say, because I don't have money. But why don't you know that some of the projects will attract money only when they've started? Remember that your vision, your purpose, and things that you are planning to do, some of them are actually going to invite finances only when you've started them. I remember when you look back, you'll realize that there are those cases where many people have started building houses without actually enough cash on their hands. But because they've started already, they've even managed to build and finish. Did they have money, a lot of money? No. But what helped them is because they started. When you have started already, you know where to channel the money to. Now, because you have now started some project, you are able actually to continue with it and be able to finance it. So please do things irrespective of situations. Don't allow the situations around you to stop you from doing things that you're supposed to be doing. Don't stop going to school, young men, because now you've lost your parents. Because there are times when we say, because I've lost my parents, I'm not going to school anymore. Only to find that if you continue schooling, that's when your uncles will rise up, your aunts will rise up, your relatives will rise up, and even friends and neighbors will rise up to come and assist you. And that will only depend on you rising up and say, I'm going to rise up and continue studying despite of situations. The young girls that have gone through mishap of teenage pregnancies and you're still at school. And I want to urge you right now that please deliver that child, leave the child with your parents and continue studying. Don't give up. Let your situation not stop you from doing things. Let your situation not stop you from studying. I've seen young ladies that have had teenage pregnancies and they continued. And some of them are medical doctors right now. And because they've been determined and they continue doing things despite of situations. It's easy to say, I'm now having a child, I'm not going to continue. There are some of you who got married and while you were busy studying, doing your degrees and so on. That doesn't stop you from continuing. And I want to urge you to continue doing things even despite of situations. Don't allow situations to stop you from continuing with the success of your life. And I want to urge each and every one of you that please make sure that you develop skills to do things irrespective of what challenges you're facing, irrespective of what situations are there in your disposal. Rise up and make sure that you push until something happens. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus, Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this great topic once more. And I hope you are learning quite a bit. We are going to continue with part 13 tomorrow, and I'm sure you will join us to do so. But please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Micornus Phokane, and make sure that you click that notification button as well, that you may be notified of any video that comes along. You will be reminded of it. But remember also our Facebook pages, Church Governance Solutions, and the other one is Young Men Empowerment Forum, and the one under Micornus Phokane as well. So all those platforms, we have posted these videos. Please like them. Make sure that you are reminded of any video that comes along, and you'll learn out of that. We will embark tomorrow on part 14 of this great topic, and I'm sure you'll join us. That will be part 13. We're doing 13 tomorrow. Yes, we're doing 13 tomorrow, and please join us as we do 13 tomorrow. This was 12, by the way. May the good Lord bless you and allow us to say cheers for now.